Its dark and ominous waters harbour a wealth of aquatic life. All that survive in the Amazon abide to a complex and ruthless food chain. Predators of a nightmarish appearance emerge as darkness envelops the waters. Yet the biggest threat to the Amazon's underwater inhabitants is the long, hot, dry season. As their watery world evaporates, the river's resilient fish must undertake an epic upstream migration. Those who mistime their relocation face suffocating in their shrinking homes. To survive, the great migrators must weather all the trials and tribulations the Amazon throws their way. Stretching for over 6,400 kilometers, the Amazon River spans across 6 South American countries. The powerful waterway fuels over 1,000 tributaries and accounts for 20% of the Earth's free-flowing fresh water. From its origins in the Andes, the colossal river carves its way down the mountains, eroding everything in its path. As the immense waterway meanders through Amazonian rainforests, the jungle foliage releases a chemical compound called tannin, staining the river a reddish brown. These tannin-enriched sections are known as blackwaters. The dark and ominous appearance of the Amazon is deceiving. There is a wealth of life concealed beneath the menacing surface. Over 3,000 kinds of fish call the Amazon home. Many smaller species school in the shallows, seeking the shelter of the jungle's roots. These sheltered waters may be a paradise for small tropical fish, but there are more sinister residents lurking in the darker regions of the Amazon. There are many monsters patrolling the murky waters. Piranha are perhaps the most notorious of the river's inhabitants, and for good reason. These predatory fish are equipped with razor-sharp teeth. Triangular in shape, their teeth interlock when biting, making them extremely efficient at devouring unfortunate prey. When a large enough meal enters the piranha's domain, the feared fish enter into a feeding frenzy. An entire carcass can be stripped clean within minutes. As ferocious as the piranha may be, there are some Amazonian residents that even they cannot overcome. One renowned beast of the Amazon is so large and durable that most predators avoid it altogether. People, however, see the armored monsters of the deep as a commodity. Fishermen of the Amazon have been perfecting their hunting of the river giants for centuries. For this ancient man versus beast battle, heavy-duty equipment must be utilized. Sharpened harpoons are designed to penetrate their prey's specialized armor.
Esse aqui é o trabalho assim, tem que ser bem justo, porque na hora que dá nas camas, a escama é dura, aí o arpão não entra na carne do peixe.
The resilient species the fishermen target have been dwelling in the Amazon's murky waters for over 100 million years. These living relics of the past can grow to a monstrous 2 meters in length. From the surface, it is almost impossible to see the giant fish lurking beneath. But the aquatic monsters have one fatal flaw. They must breach to take on oxygen. The peculiar beasts are known as piraku. With their natural habitats being low in oxygen, these resilient fish have developed primitive lungs to extract oxygen from the air. These ancient creatures have also evolved piranha-proof armor. Intricate hardened scales overlap to provide a double layer of protection and flexibility. Their one weakness is their need to breach their aquatic domain every 20 minutes or so to take massive gulps of air. A successful catch relies on a combination of skill and patience. Once a harpoon hits its mark, a true man versus beast battle commences. Piraku are powerful enough to drag an entire boat. A team effort is required to haul in the giant beast. A final rally of harpoons puts an end to the colossal battle. It seems brutal, but the hefty fish is a crucial source of protein for the people of the Amazon. None of the 1.5 meter long, 30-kilogram piraku will go to waste. Filleting the enormous catch is an art in itself and requires the use of razor-sharp knives. Even the fish's bony tongue is used as a handy wood file. The fishermen see the piraku as a gift from the mighty Amazon.
Olha, para mim o piracu é peixe que já me levou muito longe pela fama dele, tá entendendo? Conheci pessoas amigas e amigos que nunca eu tinha conhecido, entendeu? E para mim ele representa um ídolo muito grande para mim, pirarucu.
A good haul of pirarucu can provide a community with plenty of high-quality meat.
10 quilos hoje, tá vendo? 10 quilos tu tem que dar uma conta para mim.
The Amazon's abundant fish population is a lifeline to all that live along the expansive waterway. Fishing communities haul in a huge variety of catch every day. Some of the Amazon's larger and more peculiar-looking species are captured. But there are even greater fish lurking in more secluded areas.
E o peso dele dá, como eu estava dizendo, até 150 quilos de peixe. Ele pesa até 150. Começa a água doce, né? Dá o nome de piracema, peixe miúdo. Ele vem comendo peixe miúdo, esse filhote. Ele vem crescendo, vai até muito longe, lá volta de novo, né? Faz o mesmo percurso aí.
Although many thousands of the river's fish are hauled in every day, there are still many hidden safe havens dotted along the expansive waterway. "2,000 kilometers upstream, the sprawling Amazonian rainforests give birth to a secluded and unique habitat. As the river has wound its way through dense jungle, a rare and pristine lagoon has been created. The hidden sanctuary's crystal-clear appearance clashes with the Amazon's famed black waters. Within the lagoon's tranquil borders, a vibrant aquatic garden thrives. Many fish have also set up home in the serene waters, congregating on the sandy lagoon's floor. Beneath the swimming fish, pristine white sand trembles with activity. A rare Amazonian spring produces the trembling effect. Unlike the murky and hostile waters of the main river, this rare and secluded lagoon has a still and tranquil atmosphere. However, there is nothing stopping outsiders entering the serene realm. For a supreme predator, the tranquil lagoon and its many fish are ripe for the taking. Pike characin are one of the Amazon's most feared hunters. The lagoon's small resident fish are the streamlined predator's meal of choice. crystal clear visibility enables the pike to clearly identify individuals in the sprawling schools. The patient predator circles its prey, waiting for a straggler to emerge. Straying from the pack is a costly mistake. Once caught in the ferocious predator's jaws, the unfortunate victim is consumed alive. All is not what it seems in the serene lagoon. Fallen debris provides the perfect cover for elusive hunters. At a meter in length, wolffish are one of the Amazon's most supreme ambush predators. Oblivious victims stand no chance against the hunter's lightning-quick reflexes. The lagoon's darker nooks and crannies are a paradise for ambushers, but a nightmare for others. Darkened regions are the domain of fanged beasts. Their protruding teeth are so large that they have to be sheathed within specialized pockets in the predator's skull. These monstrous fish are fittingly known as vampire tetras. As day turns to night, the lagoon's residents face an even more shocking threat. Once darkness consumes the waters, foreboding shadows begin to emerge. Electric eels can reach 2.5 meters in size. Specialized electric organs containing thousands of power-storing cells are housed within the nocturnal predator. The electrified hunter can utilize its unique cells to release a deadly 800-volt shock. Its electrical talents are employed when hunting. Adopting a U-shaped stance, the eel uses its tail to emit a weak charge of 10 volts or less. These low-level discharges act like a radar, detecting prey in the darkness. Once a fish strays within shock range, a deadly charge is unleashed. Paralyzed by the powerful shocks, twitching victims are swallowed immediately. After a successful hunt, a well-earned gulp of fresh Amazonian air is required. As obligatory air breathers, electric eels get almost 80% of their oxygen from the surface. There is no respite for the lagoon's aquatic residents. The darkness attracts many nocturnal hunters. Blissfully unaware of the danger lurking in the night, many fish choose to rest during evening hours. But there is no time for sleep in the Amazon. It's the red-tailed catfish's feasting hours. The specialist hunters can weigh a hefty 70 kilograms. To hunt in the darkness, catfish have developed highly specialized sensory organs called barbels. The cat-like whiskers detect flavor molecules, which allow the predatory fish to literally taste their surroundings. Once the flavor of a victim is identified, there is no escape for the sleeping target. Night in the secluded lagoon is a perilous time for many of its inhabitants. But relief comes as morning awakes. The monsters that rained terror over sleeping fish in the darkness seem less intimidating in the light of day. After a long night hunting, the meter-long tiger shovel-nosed catfish finally has time to rest. With bellies full of fish, the lagoon's nocturnal predators can relax in the tranquil waters, for now. Life outside of the secluded habitat is becoming more testing. The annual dry season has commenced, signaling the start of harder times for many of the river's residents. Their vibrant water world is shrinking. As the dry season takes its grip, sharp bends in the river become isolated. With no connection to the main body of water, the secluded pool's fish inhabitants become trapped. Floundering in their evaporating home, they do not go unnoticed by the Amazon's predators. Giant otters are quick to discover the rich feeding grounds. The supreme predators launch coordinated attacks on the trapped fish. With nowhere to run, the otter's victims stand no chance. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. For the otters, the fish's peril is a welcome annual feast. portions of the watery Amazonian world are transforming into oxygen-deprived muddy pools. For many, this spells disaster. It is a slow death by suffocation for those trapped in the dwindling pools. Shrinking water levels are catastrophic for fish, but an opportunity for others. The people of the Amazon can reap the rewards of aquatic residents looking to escape their dwindling homes. Every year, many Amazonian juvenile fish partake in a mass exodus.
Tiene una temporada donde está el lago abajo. Hay lagos que ya se secan del agua y los peces salen. Y entonces al Guayaga. Y entonces en que sale ya tienen que dar un curso de ir por arriba.
An upstream journey is not without its dangers, but it's a risk that many of the Amazon's juvenile fish are willing to take. Like migratory birds, the Amazon's fish begin their relocation en masse. As the dry season intensifies, the upstream migration becomes a race for survival. Along the way, the migrators pick up the attention of some unwanted followers. Giant catfish are also partaking in the epic journey. Panic ignites amongst the schooling fish as the pursuing predators launch swift attacks. Tiring stragglers are brutally chased down by the hungry catfish. Most avoid the jaws of the giant pursuers. However, their journey will only get tougher as they move further upstream. The epic aquatic migration leads the tiring fish towards the Amazon's origins in the Andes. Currents begin to intensify the further they get, sapping yet more energy from the weary fish. They must fight furiously to force themselves further upstream. To overcome some obstacles, the spirited travelers must take to the air. For a brief moment, the migrators become aerial acrobats. No matter how hard the road gets, the hardy fish must continue to power through the intense currents, expending huge amounts of energy as they go. not all are successful in their quest to move upstream. Fallen migrators are mercilessly picked off by their catfish stalkers. Survivors of the rapids have yet more dangers to come as they navigate the Amazonian waterway. Feathered hunters have also anticipated their arrival. Waiting egrets use a combination of patience and lightning-quick reflexes to catch their leaping prey. The winged predators often find themselves being struck by the leaping migrators. With so many fish making their way upstream, the patient egrets can afford to take their time. Most avoid the jaws and beaks of their many hunters. However, the traveling fish face perhaps their greatest challenge further up the river. Fishermen have been preparing all year for the migrators' arrival. Over 500 people have made the journey to the river from nearby towns and villages. More and more they arrive in anticipation of the massive influx of fish. Over the years, the annual migration has become a fishing tradition. Entire families flock to the river's shallow rapids. They all have the same goal: catch as many fish as humanly possible. The migrators are so abundant that nets or rods are not needed in the shallows. More substantial catch lie in the deeper and more precarious parts of the river. To reach these more lucrative fish, makeshift fishing platforms must be constructed. Bamboo and wood forms the core of these temporary structures. Slipping from the improvised platforms could be deadly. The hardy fishermen are willing to risk all in their bid to catch the largest fish. Those who brave the rapids rely on the wooden platforms withstanding the full force of the Amazon. Some perform a risky balancing act and use slippery rocks as a base to launch nets into the rapid current. One false move could spell disaster. But these are some of the Amazon's most experienced fishermen.
años. Yo desde el año 1951. Sí, viene bastante. Este es el comienzo nomás.
art of fishing has been passed down from generation to generation. Each fisherman develops their own techniques in a bid to hook the most impressive fish. Families celebrate the most prized of catches. With so many migrators passing through the rapids, there is no need for bait. Not every catch is as impressive as others. However, there are larger beasts lurking in the rapids. Experience is key to hooking the Amazon's best fish. Patience is vital. Finally, some of the river's giants begin to be hauled in. These enormous catfish will supply the locals with a wholesome amount of meat. With the Amazon's sun bearing down, it is imperative to preserve the recent haul before the heat ruins the precious meat. Smaller catch can be meticulously laid out on the river's banks to dry out. The mass migration of fish provides the people of the Amazon with a seasonal gift that everyone can enjoy. There is one monster of the deep that so far has eluded the nets and harpoons of the eager fishermen. The giant fish is so elusive that it has become a legend amongst the people of the Amazon. There are few that attempt to catch the fabled beast known as the Piraruiba. Capable of weighing a staggering 200 kilograms and growing well over 3 meters in length, it is the Amazon's largest catfish. Commercial fishing of the Piraruiba is banned in much of the Amazon, but there are some that are still permitted to catch the beasts.
Já de 2,49, na faixa de 180 quilos por aí. Sai, como diz outro, sai fritando. Pirarara não, é mais lento.
To catch the legendary beast, a giant hook and entire fish must be used as bait. Once the line is cast, the fisherman must play the waiting game. A Piraruiba is hooked and a power battle ignites. The formidable fish has enough power to drag the entire boat. To stand any chance of hauling in the mammoth catch, the determined fisherman must wait for the beast to tire. Caution must be taken while reeling in a Piraruiba. These legendary fish have been rumored to attack people.
Vai pegando pra lá, meu filho, fica lá longe. Olha lá o bichão.
After an hour-long battle, the beast finally begins to tire.
O piraíba, a famosa piraíba, difícil de pegar. Uma hora sai, né?
It takes 2 men to lift the 90-kilogram catch.
Prontinho?
Vamos.
Ok.
Wait. Vamos.
Pesado.
Vamos.
Piraíba, ela chega até 3 metros no Amazonas. Piraíba tem bastante, e o pirarucu muito também, e o pirarara. É os 3 peixes maiores da água doce, nós consideramos como gigante da água doce.
After celebrating the Goliath catch, the Pirarucu is returned to the river to continue its life as one of the Amazon's legendary monsters. Life for the Amazon's aquatic residents has taken its toll over the long, hot, dry season. But there is finally a change in the air. In November, moisture-laden clouds begin to drift into the Amazon. Finally, the rains have returned. Immense amounts of water fall and rejuvenate the dwindling river. At long last, the Amazon returns to its full splendor. For the river's wild inhabitants, water is the giver of life. As for the Amazonian fish, their aquatic realm is finally fully restored. In the shallows, jabiru eagerly wait for another Amazon spectacle. The rainy season triggers the river's mature fish to travel upstream and engage in a breeding frenzy. This influx of spawning fish is what the jabiru have been waiting for all year. The feathered predators use a combination of tactile sensation and vision to detect their prey. Once a fish is spotted, it's a race to capture their fleeing meal. A 2.5-meter wingspan helps the Goliath birds reach deadly speeds on foot. Some fish are more slippery than others, but they rarely escape the hunter's grip. Jabiru are not the only ones to reap the rewards of the abundant fish. Something else has entered the aquatic realm. The river's fish are being herded into the shallows by underwater attackers, making them easy targets for hungry jabiru. Amazon river dolphins are the cause of the panicking schools. The enigmatic mammals differ from their seafaring relatives with telltale protruding foreheads and pinkish skin. specialist hunters rely on echolocation to find their prey in the muddy Amazon waters. Working as a team, the intelligent predators herd fish into tight schools. To coordinate the hunt, the dolphins use a series of clicks, whistles, and low-frequency pulses to communicate. Once successfully herded, individuals will then take turns to launch attacks on their panicking prey. Fleeing fish are also ruthlessly chased into the shallows. Floundering schools are then hit by synchronized attacks. While river dolphins attack their bountiful prey from every angle, more fishing experts arrive on the scene. Yet again, the Amazon's resilient fish have supplied the mighty river's many residents with a crucial seasonal feast. The annual aquatic migrations bring life to all corners of the expansive waterway. After the vibrant rainy season comes to an end, the great Amazon's epic migrators will once again set off on their journey for survival.